One of our favorite things about the barbecue community and social media is being able to learn new and incredible cooks that we otherwise wouldn't have thought to do. A couple months ago, Brett and I had the chance to make a pork belly cooked like a brisket, or cooked brisket style, and it was incredible. Now I say a couple months ago, Brett and I get together often and we bulk film all of our content because Brett lives 2 hours north of me, and so when we get together we get to do a lot of videos. Every once in a while a really good video slips through the cracks. Well, Brett and I weren't able to get together this weekend. I was looking through our content and I was so excited when I saw we still hadn't uploaded our pork belly brisket. Now we didn't because it was a little unorthodox, the way we filmed and everything. It was late in the evening and all that, but the video is still worth sharing because it is spectacular. So we're gonna show that footage now, and then I'll come back after. Now that it's been a couple months, things that Brett and I have talked about, things that we would do different, and things that we can't wait to try again. So here's the footage. Pork belly, cooked like a brisket? You bet. We're gonna do that tonight. You wanna see us knock this one out of the park? Stick around while we dig in.
I can't believe the WALTWINS. They're right there. That's one of them. That's the other one.
I'm the other one. Really happy and excited once again because we're cooking. Surprise! We have been waiting for this for the past 6.5 hours. Right now, smoker roaring in the back. The Pit Boss Onyx Edition Savannah, roaring in the back, has been going for about 6.5 hours while the kids are in the pool having fun.
That's right.
We're about to pull this one. It's pushing 200 degrees.
Yep, and we're waiting until it gets to 203.
Brett, what is this that we're talking about? Why don't you talk about the groceries, what went into this, and we'll talk about the process while we're waiting, and then we'll pull it off and we'll dig into it.
All right, so here we go. First of all, this big, huge pork belly Adam was able to find, was it 9 pounds?
Yeah, it was just north of 9 pounds.
North of 9 pounds. So we've got that, and then
it's a whole slab, just one big slab of pork belly, not cut down or anything.
Exactly right. So what we did is we started seasoning the non-fat side because we wanted this fat side up for the cook.
Right.
So we used 3 different types of seasonings. Right. We mixed Harold's with Usual Suspects, our own seasoning, and then on the flippity flop side, the fat side, we used the Usual Suspects and Uncle Steve's Competition Pig Shake, which I absolutely love on all the pork that I cook.
Absolute favorites. In fact, that Harold's pork rub and Uncle Steve's, those are some of our absolute favorites for any pork dish. We love it for this pork belly. And Usual Suspects is just that, it's what we call our go-to solid seasoning. So it's just a mix. We always share that recipe. Love it. We love the bottle of adventure. We did use a bottle of our own, but this isn't a bottle that we're selling just yet.
I know it's been a while. We keep saying ... It's got to happen at some point.
So what we did, we got the smoker up to 250 degrees. It came up really quickly because we had just done the tomahawk sear on it, so it was actually on its way down. That was fantastic, by the way. So we tossed this on, and literally, Brett, we stick the probe in, and all we've done
it's been on an open cook. It's been an open smoke.
And we have taken a couple of peeks, but you learn. If you're looking,
it's not cooking.
We have taken a few peeks at this, but otherwise, we've just let it roll, and it has been 6.5 hours.
To be fair, you do want to take a couple of peeks to make sure that it's not burning.
Right.
Because if that were going to happen, if that were to start looking that way, we would have wrapped it, but we didn't want to.
Right.
The goal was to just do this unwrapped, unscathed,
so we can get that bark on the outside, and then you cut through. So barbecue friend, it's BBQ friend on TikTok. We saw his recipe, super simple to follow. So that's it. We just got it on the smoker. We've been waiting ever since. Brett, go. Where does the smoker say
where
we're
we're
at
at right now? We are at 199 degrees.
99
4
degrees.
more ticks on the temp.
So we're gonna go ahead and switch angles. We are losing daylight, which means we're losing camera light. We are cooking this fat side up because we really want to let that kind of render through. And also, but we were watching the bottom and make sure it didn't burn. We'll tell you whether or not that was the way to go, or if we should have cooked it the other way. This is all new to us, a test. But next time you see us, we're gonna be pulling this out and digging in,
which will be happening right now.
There it is in all its glory. It is ready to pull. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out.
Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion. All that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Testify the potion. Loving this devotion.
We're gonna go ahead and film this. We've let this rest for a good 15 minutes. We should wait longer, but we're not waiting anymore. It's late. We're starving. And we're really interested to see how this is gonna do. Obviously, thank heavens we've got the Dalstrong butcher knife, making easy work of this.
There is, look at that.
That's a lot of fat in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of fat, but it's, you know, it's just like bacon.
I've got to run this show.
Okay, so we're cutting both sides. We kind of want to see the difference. All right, we'll finish cutting this up and we'll give our final thoughts. All right, a little unorthodox today because of the lighting, but Brett is going to take this. We've actually had some tastes on it because we wanted to make sure this actually worked out. And it does peel apart right there. It's got, now this piece did have a lot of fat in it, but even still, it's got the integrity, and that meat part is so good. And and for what it's worth, we've got 4 other people out here that have said just the same. Now, this is our big takeaway. The side over here, the thinner part that was closer to the heat source, overcooked, a little dry. Up to about here, we're still gonna see how this side so far is
It's just slicing, just like brisket, just like BBQ friend said. I mean, this is very good. I mean, look, it just pulls apart easily like brisket.
Right.
And then the flavor.
Yeah, now with this, you're going to get a lot. Obviously, we had a big fat side, a lot that was fat. It was about halfway through that was fat, but you're getting good meat in there, and then some good meat right here, and then meat right through here, and then it kind of goes a little bit of fat on the outsides.
Easy to say that's the best pork belly we've made to date.
Right. So, Brett, love that we get to come and do this, man. Anything else to add? I know we're wrapping it up quick. Probably shorter video.
No, thanks for coming by and checking this out. Big shout out to BBQ friend because this was absolutely amazing.
There you go. And it is so incredible. We love this. This was awesome. I've already been digging in. I got to tell you, I like it. Sean's over here. Sean, it's good?
Very good.
Yeah, very good. And the other 2 just left. I was going to have them shout out as well. Not that I couldn't go over there and shout. Sean's over here chilling, enjoying it. So I realized I'm doing all the sound. I could have just said it's good out there. But love it, man. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, Brett.
Yep.
Aside from
coming here and making this amazing pork belly brisket style. Why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin.
No matter what.
That's right.
That we bid you adieu. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We just took the pork in. It is getting devoured unexpectedly. Everybody loves it. So, Brett, you call it a success? Yeah, 100% a success.
We had to come back out. We're getting ready to clean up, and literally it is being picked apart right now. There are some parts that are overcooked.
It's honestly about half eaten. And that is no joke. It's only been inside for about 7 minutes. If that.
Everybody's claim is how flavorful it is and how amazing it is. So you got to do it. Pork belly. We're chalking that one up as a success.
Brisket style. Do it.
I gotta say, editing this video has been a blast for me personally because going back and reliving and looking at it, I was certain it wasn't gonna be any good. And like we said, there was the side that was over dry, the other side that was just perfect. The middle was perfect. This whole thing got devoured. Now, our biggest takeaway, we would have cut this in half. So we would have had 2 separate pork belly slabs because we had one that was a little thinner and one that was a little bit thicker. And rather than shave down the fat cap at all, we could have cut this in half and had it perfect. Now that said, it was pretty close to perfect, and for our very first try, it was amazing. Now, I'm out here, spring cleaning time. I forgot to mention, we're getting spring cleaning. It's fall cleaning time. We had a couple of hurricane threats come through here, so we packed everything up, and I haven't had a chance to really even pull out the smokers, pull out the griddle, and get everything going again, but that will happen. So I'm actually out here at Saturday, getting ready to do some fall cleanup and prep everything and get the backyard diner ready to shine again. We can't wait to share more with you. Thanks for sticking around with us. By the way, if you watch this whole video and you're still here with me now, make sure and put in your comment, gonna risk it for the pork belly brisket. It's silly, it's cheesy, but it just lets us know that you're here with us because we absolutely love our community and love that you take the time to stick around with us. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. It's one way in which you can support us in what we do. Another way you can support us is by purchasing one of our 2 cookbooks, the Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook and Smash. Both are available on Amazon or anywhere books are sold. We love that we get to come and do this, and we already wrapped it up. So with that, I'm just gonna bid you adieu, and don't forget to like and subscribe.